Here's the latest update on the Revell monogram 98 Pontiac Firebird Ram Air. In this one, we're going to talk about a few issues I had with this kit. Alright, I'm putting the body together, and the first thing I want to talk about are the decals. These decals are extremely difficult to get to conform to the bends of the body. They're very thick, and even decal setting solution barely made a dent in them. The Ram Air hood decals, the black ones which I was going to install on the hood, would not conform to the shape of the scoops. The side marker lights, I mean, maybe because of the age of this kit, it is from 1998, and these decals just may not have held out very well. Even though the instrument cluster decal did work well, but that was mounted on a flat surface in the dash. But they're not really willing to bend. I had so much trouble with the rear emblem that basically, as you can see where the bird and the firebird labeling is, it's a little bit lighter. That's the actual decal. The rest of it just kind of crumbled and wouldn't take the curve of the nameplate on the rear bumper. So I had to cut it down and just use the center of the decal, which contained the firebird wording and the insignia, and then paint black around it. Then with the gloss coat from a distance, it doesn't look bad. But that's my first issue with this kit is... Wait, someone's trying to get my attention. Are you trying to get my attention, little man? No, that's not for you. That's not for you. Okay. Back to work here. So the decals I am not happy with. And I still have 3 more to apply in the engine compartment. So hopefully those will go better. Now, the next issue with this kit is installing the glass. Now, what they want you to do is take the glass and slide it under the roof. And as you're going through and coming out of the rear, behind the B pillar, they want you to flex the glass upward to travel over the ridge that the rear hatch is supposed to sit in. It's extremely tight, and your glass will be scraping along the body. Now, unfortunately, I had already painted the border of the glass, and as you can see, all the scratch marks as it passed through. So if you're going to build this kit, I would recommend you put the glass in first and then paint the edges, because it is such a tight fit going through. You don't even have to glue the glass in. It'll just clip into place. And you have to make sure you get it over this ridge here on the inner part of the body, because it's going to want to slide underneath it. So you're going to have to bring it, flex it up over that ridge, slide it in, and then as you're sliding it back, watch very carefully in the front, because then the front has got to slip into its notch here on each side on the A-pillars. And this one was not easy to get into the right position, as it got stuck underneath this A-pillar, in which case then I had to flex it out. And you can see here, we got a little bit of a scrape there also. All of that which is going to have to be repaired. So the glass will be an issue with this kit, as will the decals. So far, those are the only 2 problems I've had with this kit, as other than that, everything went together beautifully. The interior went together well. chassis went together well. There's nothing there that was really problematic. And overall, other than those two issues, this really has been an easy kit to assemble. You know, despite how much more difficult I'm making it by wanting to add more and more details to it. This is the, not done with the painting the details in the engine compartment. There's a couple of things I still have to touch up. And I will be adding more in the way of cabling and wiring to it as I go along. All right, and that is the latest update. Coming along now, even with the small issues, I still think it's a really good kit, and I recommend it. Just look out for the windshield problem and the decals. Oh, speaking of decals, they also wanted you to apply 2 decals in place of painting the roof black, as this car is a T-top and should have glass tops. I tried them, and again, they would not conform properly to the correct shape. And the decal setting solution really didn't help, so I think it looks better when they're painted anyway. Still have to be polished out and cleaned up, but overall it definitely looks better with them painted. All right, that's it for now. See you on the next one.